What's design strategy? What is design thinking? So if you're someone who wants to start a business, start an online store, start a blog, one of the things that you come up on inevitably is that you need a logo, and that you need a color scheme, and that you need what people call a brand. Now, what Marty Neumeier defines a brand as is he defines it as a person's gut feeling about a product, service, or organization. So basically what you're trying to do is to inject some personality into what you're selling, into what service you provide, or what organization you're making. But people have a challenge and they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to articulate what it is that they want. Some people aren't great with design. Some people only know what they've seen. They have a good idea of what they want, but they can't draw it out. And that's what a designer is for. But the problem with most designers today is that they are new. They are either new and are trying to experiment on your dime, on your dollar, at your expense, or there's someone who you can't get in touch with. They're a fine artist. What they do is it's their way or the highway. And what you need is you need someone who can craft a design that speaks to your audience and brings the people to your doorstep who belong, who will benefit from what you sell, who enjoy the witty banter, who enjoy the weirdness, the things that make you unique and different, and that makes your store unique and different. We rely on signals to help guide us through life. These signals are the things that help us know if we're in a safe environment, know if we're in a different environment than what we're comfortable with, or if we're in a dangerous situation. Signals are everywhere. When you think of farm to table, what do you think of? I personally think of reclaimed wood. I think of white tiling. I think of stainless steel. I think of grass and green. I think of grass and greenery. I think of that. I think of certain colors when I say that. But what a great designer does in design thinking and strategy is they sit down with you to learn from you about your business, about your customers, what's going on in their lives, what are their fears and worries, what are their goals and dreams, who are they, where do they work, on average how many kids do they have, what are their stresses, and from that what you do is you help craft a brand that speaks to them. It's something that's unique, it's something that they understand, because at the end of the day, you're just one small part of their lives. If you're creating a product, you're one small solution that helps them get about their day and make their lives brighter and better. If you're doing a service, it's the same thing. So what you need to do is, if you don't have the right customers in mind, these aren't customers that you've dreamed up. These are real people out there. They aren't archetypes. They aren't demographics. They are real, living, breathing people with conflicting emotions, conflicting ideologies, different backgrounds from everyone else. They're strange, they're weird, they're quirky, they're human. So you have to find the commonalities between these people and speak directly to what it is that is causing them problems, and how your product and service can help them with it. How you can help them get through tough times, how you can help them extend good times, how you can help them protect themselves and their families, and how you can help serve them to become better people. And that's what a good designer does. A designer doesn't act first and then revise and ask questions later. No, a good designer is a problem solver. But to solve problems, you first need to know what the problem truly is, where the root problem truly lies. And how can you do that unless you start a conversation? So that's what we do at NWUKOR. We ask you, we research, we have a conversation, we start a dialogue. And then we find the real answers to the problems that you have and your customers have, so that you're able to create more than just a brand and more than just a product or service to sell. You create a community of people who are united behind what you do and the mission behind what you stand for.